Today I'm going to show you my chain burn deck. It's the pretty basic, nothing much different from it. And it's a pretty good cheap deck. If you don't have a lot of money and you want to be able to at least hold up against some of the meta decks right now, chain burn is a good and cheap deck to use. And with the right side deck, you can do pretty good whenever you run into Royal Decrees or Jinzo. So here I'll start off with the monsters. One Mask of Darkness. Just reuse one of your good traps like a Ceasefire or Secret Barrel or whatever you need at the moment. One Marshmallon. Good, burn them for 1,000. Stall. Two Arcane Force 0. The Fool. Stall just like a Marshmallon almost. Now with the spells. One Scapegoat. Stall, and it you can chain with it. So the only reason I use that one stall card there is because you can still chain with it, and it doesn't stay on the field like some people use Messenger Peace. Not really like that because you can't chain, and it clogs up the field, the backfield. You need that backfield. Usually you're gonna lay down a bunch of cards and do the whole chain, so you can use Chain Strike and the draw card. Next, 3 Tremendous Fire. 1,000 damage, 500 to you. 500 ain't much to you, but that 1,000 starts to add up after a while. It can really hurt your opponent. 3 Poison Old Man. You can either heal yourself if get your life points up a little bit if you're running real low, or you can just go ahead and do the 800 burn. Usually do the burn. And 2 Chain Strikes. Staple of the deck. Try to get that up to a chain link 5 so it does 25 damage by itself. Now onto the traps. You got a bunch of traps. That's what the whole deck is. So most traps, more than half of it is. So start off with Ceasefire. Does pretty good. Another burn card, one of the best staples. It's a staple for the deck. Can do a lot of damage. One Magic Cylinder. Just burn. They run into it, and it's real good if you hit one of their higher attack monsters. Like if you can hit like a 2,000 or more monster with that, it does pretty good. Also run 3 Dimension Wall. Does the same thing as Magic Cylinder in this deck, because I run no other monster. I only run like 4 monsters, so it does basically the same thing as Magic Cylinder, and after a while those will add up. Run 3 Secret Barrel. Very good in early games. They'll have like 6 cards in their hand, so they could do 12. 1,200 damage. That ain't too bad. Next, just 3 Just Desserts. Can do a lot of damage. Can do a lot of damage too. It's all basically depending on how many monsters are on their side of the field and all. A lot of this deck pretty much relies on how many monsters your opponent has on the field, how many effect monsters they have, or how many cards that they have in their hand on the field. Depending on that depends on how much damage you're gonna do with all those traps. Run 1 Ojama Trio. That helps get more monsters on their side of the field to clog up their field, so you can slow them down from doing as much damage to you, and get more to make it where Just Desserts does a lot more damage. 3 Wabokus to stall for that 1 turn. Sometimes that's all you need is just that one last turn with one last burn card to do a lot of damage to them. Next, 3 accumulate fortunes to draw power of the deck. You got a lot of draw power in this deck. So you got accumulate fortunes, 3 jar greed, 3 reckless greed, really good draw card. And last, 3 Legacy of Yata. Just like jar greed, but better if you if somehow you come against spirit decks, but you ain't never gonna see a spirit deck hardly ever anymore. Unless you're doing traditional format, then you might come across the Yata-Garasu. Onto the side deck, side deck. Use 3 lava golems, mainly against Genzos. If your opponent runs a lot of Genzos, you run in side in lava golems, or if they use death wombats, you can stop basically to destroy their monsters that keep you from doing your whole chains and everything. So run 3 of those and run 1 death wombat. Really need to run 3 in case you go against another chain burn, which there's some chain burns out there. A lot of, I don't know how many people use them right now. 1 heavy storm, 1 mystical space typhoon, basically against those royal decrees. Also run 3 trap eaters for royal decrees. Your biggest threat is royal decrees and Genzos, like I said. So run 3 dust tornadoes, chain in, go against royal decrees, and 3 hammer shot for Genzos. And that's it. I hope you liked it.